Now, Alan Moore is very well known to a lot of people.
Yes.
But he's also a kind of cult figure as well. In
Yeah.
other words, a lot of people don't know who he is.
Yes.
It's a great coup for the Arts Centre to have someone like him tonight.
Yep.
What about you yourself? Are you looking forward to it because he's obviously an influential figure?
I am, yeah. No, it's great to have him here. Yeah, I think his work is a bit more famous than he is. So people know Watchmen and stuff like that, but they don't know the name Alan Moore. But yeah, cult figure, definitely.
Yeah.
On the creased corpse paper of my brow, the wind is damp with autumn, brings a hush among the bluebottles. October then, November, but which year? In truth, I scarcely care, longing to have a way with dates and no eternity. I fancied that I had it the last time. I fancied I was gone. Instead, mere sleep, a further crumbling of my worm-drilled wits, only to wake again, too bored for horror now.
So, how do you think it went tonight?
Well, I have performed here several times.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary space, not least because it's a converted church, and I think in that regard, to see Alan speaking about magic, for example, in this context is quite extraordinary, and the acoustics brilliant, which helps, and you know, it's situated in a graveyard.
Yeah.
So there are living souls inside, and one's listening outside.
There's quite a few people who said when they came out, when they were listening to you, and then they were looking up at the, you know, the church and everything, that it just seemed a very apt fitting, and everything seemed to come together like the perfect storm here, with your poetry and your music. I mean, did you feel that as well?
I think they were a fantastic audience. They're very attentive. They were really. They were working with you rather than against you.
I've supported MacGillivray as a musician,
fantastic.
And I really like Alan Moore.
Yeah.
So perfect.
So you've got, you know, both your Christmases coming at once tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm a little too excited.
Yeah, I first got into Watchmen, and then From Hell, and then I met my fiancée.
Yeah.
We didn't just meet as they're dedicated to wed each other, but when she was she loved Lost Girls, she adores that. That's her favourite. She brought it with her just in case there's an opportunity to get signed.
Yeah, a lot of people just know him as the guy who writes comic books, but there's so much more hidden elements to him.
And what are you expecting? You're going to go in a minute and listen to the great man. What are you expecting to...
We're not sure what to expect. Yeah, we're just going in open-minded, I think.
Yeah.
And so beset by a great pestilence of thoughts, arid, inconsequential things, they rattle useless within the parchment seed pod of this smirking mask I am become. Worse, they provoke a fearful itching at the rear interior of my cranium where, I fear, yet clings some withered clot of mind, grey husk of brittle sponge, wrung dry, crusted upon the inner shell like relic snots discovered on the pages of old books.
It's a strange phenomenon. When people say, "Oh, this story wrote itself," no, that's never true.
Right.
Or at least it's never been true. You know, these characters write themselves. No, I remember all of the hours that I sat there at the typewriter. They never showed up or put in a shift once.
Okay.
Yeah, so I and the main themes or ideas behind my story, they kind of germinate over years.
Right, they grew.
Yeah, the ideas for Jerusalem, and there were about 6 different starting points,
Right.
had been kind of cultivated generally on and off for years,
Right.
until I realised that they were all the same unwieldy book. That's how it happens.
And so once you've got the idea and if you're starting to pull at the threads to draw it out, do you have a particular place that you like to write? Can you write anywhere? Do you have to have a specific type?
No, I am
place?
very specific about where I like to write. I suppose theoretically I could write anywhere. In practice, I will be in the big comfy armchair in the middle of my living room, which is like lined with books. I still don't have an internet connection because frankly I don't really need one. You see, back in I think 1981 when I started writing the strip, I thought, yeah, let's set it in the near future so that things are still recognisable enough, and let's make it really political. I want to have the future. It's a following a nuclear war. There's some kind of fascist state controlling Britain in possibly far future day of 1997, because that's clearly never going to happen, you know. So, and I thought, what would really look like a fascist state in comic book shorthand? And I thought, I know, I'll put a surveillance camera on every street corner. That will be a real good shorthand way of saying crushing incipient fascism, you know. And then, of course, in 1997, the Labour government got in, and I say Labour, the new Labour government got in, and Tony Blair rolled out cameras across the entire country, and I couldn't help but think, was he a fan? Back in the day.